am so sorry.
Killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers.
Might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right
I can't breath. We really are not the same country that we were in 2020. Like I said, in that moment, people just were so afraid of being called racist. They were so afraid of being categorized for not coming out and speaking out against racism. It's been 6 years since George Floyd. Oh, man. Sometimes they write in little punchlines for me that change. Let's start that again so that I can deliver it correctly. It's been 6 years since George Floyd became sober. Nice. Yesterday, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey wrote this on X. Instead of, saying thank you to our troops, he said, today we remember George Floyd, who was murdered by a former Minneapolis police officer 6 years ago. That moment changed our city forever. And the good news, leave it up really quickly. For those of you who don't know, ratioing is kind of fun when it happens. It's got, 10 million plus views or something like that? Yeah, 10.2 million, but only 10,000 likes. So
it's crazy that there's that many likes.
It's a little weird. Yeah, well, 10 million views. I mean, I guess every one of his followers liked it.
And 40,000
from all the Anon accounts. Yeah, 40,000 comments.
4 to 1 is
ratio.
Wild.
Yeah, a little bit of a ratio there. So there's some good news, but it brought us back to the whole George Floyd thing, and we just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that things aren't what they seemed in the first week or the second week or even in the third week of what was going on there. As more information came out, we were able to kind of step back and go, wait a minute, like maybe we jumped the gun on some of the problems that we had with this. Maybe that wasn't him peeing on the ground. That was actually just the exhaust. There was some dripping coming out either from the air conditioner or from the exhaust of the car. Oh, wait a minute, there's an entire full video where he actually asked to be taken out of the car. Well, wait a minute, like the coroner's office said certain things about the drugs. Hold on. So let's go into a couple of those things really quickly, just to remind you what happened with this. So if you'll remember, the autopsy report did show that he had 16.6 nanograms per milliliter of fentanyl in his system. The lethal dose is as low as 3.5 nanograms per milliliter. So he was partying.
I think that's very rare, the 3.5.
Yeah, but it can happen.
When you times it by 5?
Yeah,
Well, then we're not talking minimums anymore.
Well,
we're
that's
talking,
using
that's enough to kill somebody, I think.
It is. Well, and if that wasn't enough, meth, he had 19 nanograms per milliliter of meth in his system as well. There was no trauma to the neck and also no life-threatening injuries. But we really are not the same country that we were in 2020. Like I said, in that moment, people just were so afraid of being called racist. They were so afraid of being categorized for not coming out and speaking out against racism when apparently it was shown to them in a video form or in somebody's comments. They would have to go out and simp and say, hey, I've got to make sure that you understand I'm not one of these people, right? I'm not one of those people. That's not quite simping, but essentially, it ends up being the same thing when the people were kissing the boots of the Black Lives Matter. I think of simping a little bit differently, but I was thinking of the lady who got down on her knees and was actually kissing the feet of the black guys.
That's super simping.
That's super simping. So that's not this story.
That's on the very dramatic
related
side of it.
So just in case you forgot, here are 5 moments commemorating St. George Floyd's legacy, which you may not remember. Number 5, we'll just start with the founder of the feast, Mayor Jacob Frey, and him weeping beside Floyd's golden casket.
Wanna go tree climbing, Big G? His face hurts. And where's his speedball? He can't breathe without his speedball. Put his speedball in. Give him his speedball.
Gets me every time.
Tragic.
Actually, it's the wrong clip. Here's the right one.
Make sure you shake when you cry, Mayor.
Yeah.
So people know and believe it.
The camera's not on your face. So.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, eat some Somali food at the after party.
Frey.
Listen, I understand at the time. That was within like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
You can't understand that.
No. Let me finish the statement. I understand being sad that somebody died. I get that.
Sure.
But it's the mayor of the city who had never even seen this person before and probably would do everything in his power to get away from that person had he seen him. And he's sobbing at a casket during the COVID stuff that we had to deal with the masks and everybody doing stupid stuff. Sobbing at the casket, making sure the cameras see him kneeling down, Like you said, somebody coached him on like, hey, if you're going to sob, that means like you're going to move. You got to move around a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
so
going to be
people
wearing a
know.
mask. People won't be able to see your face. So you need to like do the shake.
Yeah.
You need to make sure people know. You're at a black funeral, man. You got to
sell it.
really sell it.
Yeah,
Dude.
you got to be very expressive. Okay, number 4. The I take responsibility stuff. So the NAACP, the NAACP sponsored a video that featured celebrities like Aaron Paul stepping up for the black community.
I take responsibility.
Do ya?
She's the worst.
I take responsibility.
I take
He thought about that.
responsibility. I take
That was
responsibility
Kesha, by the way.
for every unchecked moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke.
No, they were funny. Come on.
Every unfair stereotype.
Kind of
Every
fair.
blatant injustice, no matter how
Name
big or
'em.
small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality
They're all looking off camera.
I know.
or turned a
Read the
blind
script.
eye.
I take responsibility. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes.
What?
These are our brothers and
What's
sisters.
he talking
And
about?
killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers. We can turn the tide.
Turn the
It is
tide.
time to take responsibility. Call out hate. Step up and take action.
I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
You want to cook crystal meth?
Pinkman got exactly what he deserved. Change my mind. You want more of that? It's a live show weekdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Make sure you are here.
I mean, the guy had 19 nanograms per milliliter of meth in his system.
He did.
So I don't think he wants to make it, but he wants to do some of it.
He loves Walter White.
Yeah. They want to keep his memory strong. Just do meth. You're
Just
fine.
do what he did. There you go. Do as George did. You'll have a happy life as well.
I can't believe that
Apparently.
celebrities are out of touch. I mean,
I can't either.
that's the
Yeah.
most in-touch thing.
It's when it's so fake. Like, it's just like, wow, that's just you trying to act like you're sad. Step up and fight hate. Like, as soon as you said the jokes weren't funny, I'm like, I can't listen to this guy anymore. Because
I can't believe he hasn't won an Oscar yet.
Funny.
Man, that was
Yeah, that was pretty good.
touching.
All right, number 3. Unfortunately, we have to call out our own sometimes. This is one of those moments. And it's not because of just what they said. It's because of the environment that we were in and why they said it. So they were very quick, some Republicans at least, to jump on this because of the initial video that was released. And I understand when you see the initial video, you're like, oh my gosh, this looks really bad, until, further information comes out. So let's start with Dan Crenshaw. He said this on X, RIP George Floyd, you should be with us today. Yeah,
Like with
maybe.
you?
I mean, without the 16 grams of fent, he,
Might have been.
I'm interested if Dan wanted him actually with him. Like
doubt
at his
it.
family barbecue. Like, yeah, come to my house.
I don't think he sees it very clearly.
No.
Ted Cruz also wrote on X, having watched the video, what happened to George Floyd is inexcusable and cannot be tolerated. Law enforcement should protect everyone regardless of race. I am glad that the Department of Justice has stepped in, and I pray that justice is done. You may wonder why so many Texas people are responding to this. It's because of the next thing that we'll talk about. I guess he was a Texan, George Floyd. I don't remember that as much, but his funeral was definitely held in Houston, and that led to this from Texas Governor Greg Abbott about George Floyd's death.
We're proud George Floyd is a Texan.
No, we're not.
Today is a sad day. Ever since his death has been a sad day. This is the most horrific tragedy I've ever personally observed. But George Floyd is going to change the arc of the future of the United States.
He got hit by a tree.
That's a pretty big tragedy, right?
He was alive for 9/11. Probably lost his legs at the Alamo. I don't know. He's old as shit.
There's been some tragedies that you've been alive for, is the point, and it wasn't the biggest tragedy out there. And listen, I understand you're at a funeral, you want to say something. You can do that without saying, like, this is the biggest tragedy I've ever witnessed in my life. But listen, the great thing about Greg Abbott is that he tries to get everywhere as quickly as possible, and the funeral was no exception. showed up with a smile on his face. He celebrates life. Because George Floyd lived it. Trust me, with the drugs in his system, he was having a great time right up until he wasn't.
They still have that ramp, by the way.
They do. They
Dallas
just
to
leave it
Houston.
there.
Yeah, you can hop on that.
They have speed in common. That's why we don't need high-speed rail.
We got high-speed track.
High-speed wheels.
Rumble Wallet. Keep your crypto safe, even when you are at your most vulnerable.
Hey, how'd you get in here? Go! Stop recording me.
Please do it for social. Go to wallet.rumble.com to download the Rumble Wallet today. No banks, no fees, no middlemen, just your money and now your crypto in one secure, easy-to-use place. Get started today.
So this one, I was a little surprised by this one. I didn't remember this one at the time, but I believe this was about 6 days later after George Floyd, the whole incident happened. I don't remember when the video came out, if it was a couple of days afterwards or if it came out right after the death. I can't remember the timeline there, but this
it was pretty soon because it was personal phone footage. It wasn't.
It came out pretty quickly.
Or anything like
this was
body
in a
cam
week.
footage, right?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't body cam. It was cell phone.
Somebody else. It was one of the people who was trying to interject and try to get Chauvin off of him.
I was thinking because the body cam footage kind of
came out later, told the whole story. Told the whole story. But this is Rush Limbaugh who had this to say on The Breakfast Club.
The George Floyd story is being lost.
Right.
There are two things happening in America, and it sickens me what happened to him. Legitimate national outrage about a policeman's criminal brutality has been hijacked. And I don't want to forget about George Floyd. What happened to George Floyd sickened me, and I wanted to reach out and tell you all this. I want to make sure you have
black people?
No doubt.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm not the only American who feels this way.
It is an election year after all. So.
How much
full court press for all of them?
Yeah.
How much of that did you see? I mean, it goes back to the I take responsibility video. They wanted to ingratiate themselves with the black community.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like one of the bad white people. You don't have to loot my store. I support you. That's what this Rush Limbaugh thing is. I wanted to reach out to you. Who's you? The Breakfast Club, obviously, because not all white people are bad, and it was so many people groveling for something that, in hindsight, is very clear that it was taken advantage of from the very moment by specific nefarious forces to force people to shut up.
Yeah.
And very glad that we're not in that same place today, but it can
you very quickly go back there. Yeah, that's what we used to have to deal with. Do you guys remember that? Where when something like this happened, you had to immediately come out, and it's not that you were not involved with it. It was that you had to come out and make sure that people understood you were on the right side of it. And the right side of it was whatever the media said. Whatever the media said was the right side is what you had to run with. And people weren't fact-checking. People weren't using alternative media sources. X at the time was still Twitter and not owned by Elon Musk. And for all the benefits and drawbacks that you may think of that, at least you can see information now about this stuff come out and you can speak freely about it. It's not censored nearly as much. We didn't have Donald Trump in office again and have the ability for him to make sure that Facebook and other organizations aren't censoring this kind of speech as well. And CNN has been called to the carpet enough to where they've lost so much of their audience that they've had to kind of try and rebrand themselves to a degree and be a little bit more balanced. All of that just came out and you were immediately, I have to get on the right side of this, and the right side is whatever they say. But here's the thing, just like with COVID, we're not holding you responsible for what you don't know. Right? We may not like how quickly you came out and assumed and ran with the narrative. There's some problems we can have there. We're going to hold you responsible for what you do know. And now that all of the information is out, it's been out for a very long time. It was out very shortly thereafter. I didn't find, unfortunately, Ted Cruz coming out and saying, hey, I want to clarify my remarks. Or Rush Limbaugh, before he died, retracting or clarifying his statements. I didn't find that.
It's probably what
would have been helpful.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that. I would have liked to see, like, hey, look, upon further review, like, should he have gotten off of him? Yeah, sure, fine. You can make that argument. But did that kill him? No. Should everybody have been protesting and outraged and burning cities down and looting and rioting in the street? No, of course not. This was all ginned up as a controversy. Wasn't there a white guy? I think his name was Terry. I can't remember his last name. The exact same scenario happened. Police officers are trying to, I think it was a wellness check or something like that. It wasn't like a drug stop or, somebody getting in trouble for driving. Same kind of thing happened. It was a white guy that it happened to, and literally the guy died. No outrage. No media coverage, wall to wall. Maybe we can pull that clip up. We have it. think it was named Terry. It's a similar situation as George Floyd. I think within the last a few years.
Was he on 5 times the lethal dose of fent?
Are you thinking of the black guy in the wheelchair and the fireworks?
No.
Back it up.
Put it in reverse, Terry. No.
This is happening right now. And I think we'll probably talk about it later this week, but the situation in Britain with the student, Henry Novak, that was stabbed
100%,
and arrested and watched die because he was accused of racism.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're covering that Thursday?
Next time we're back on, which I believe.
Yeah, we got the Cuba show tomorrow, so we'll do it on Thursday. We will 100% cover that. Make sure we write that down because I could not agree more. The same kind of situation is happening over there right now. Same kind of thing. The only thing is they don't really have the same kind of access to information that we do.
But it was also a white Polish kid, and it wasn't the minority du jour.
It wasn't the police didn't necessarily kill him either. So
they handcuffed him and watched him bleed.
No, for sure. They're at fault for sure, but it is a little different.
It is a little different.
I think it's agree. I think it's worse.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm just saying that the situation is different. Like I don't think that the riots and all the stuff would have happened if it was not a police officer. If it was just like Lane kneeling on a guy's neck.
Why would Lane do that? He's a nice guy. He wouldn't do that. You know who else is virtue signaling? White women.
Is that number
Hit the
two?
number 2.
They're still doing it.
What's the matter with you?
You didn't say number 2.
Number 2, white women virtue signaling. White women immediately jumped. Immediately. And this was one of the first groups that you knew would do this to sympathize with George Floyd and BLM.
I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
Take that right
I
side.
might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I
can't breath.
Get your emotes out.
This is, it's a shield. Our job is to use it to shield black and brown bodies. And this, do you hear this? This is a microphone. Use it to amplify black and brown voices.
Who shields those bodies from you?
That was Daemon Targaryen.
Damn right I support it. I might not be the same.
Are we including Macklemore as a white woman?
I guess.
Damn right I support it.
Why are you looking up?
We're equal.
Restaurants and bars in that country are closing.
Supplies are being rationed.
I
might
wish.
Not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
Did you get that acting gig?
I know that's what they're going for.
I think no.
No, the answer is definitely no. Here's our number 1. David, is it Guetta's?
David Guetta.
What?
I don't know his name, bro.
Absolutely insane.
Guetta's.
I can't believe you just asked that question. Thank you, Dick.
Say it right.
What is
I'm
it,
sorry,
David
I
Guetta's?
don't know the DJ scene like you guys do. Okay,
It's
married
David
with a lot of
Guetta.
kids. Yeah, David Guetta. Yeah,
he's
I
only
never
been
heard
around for
before
like
you
20
had a
years.
kid, Jay.
I never heard of this guy. I don't care who the hell he is. But he did have this in support of George Floyd and his family. David Guetta, don't care about it, dropped a special track.
So this record
Hi, Dave.
is in honor of George Floyd.
Okay. I'm happy now that I don't know
And I
him.
really hope we can see more
Hell yeah.
unity and more peace
Yep.
when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
Oh, really? He's the cool kid and I'm not?
His family is definitely listening.
Oh man, they're so honored.
What? Sampling MLK. That's crazy work.
I still have a dream. It is a dream.
We had a lot in common. Skin color.
I have a dream.
Okay, I see the vision now.
Dancing like this is so goofy.
You know what that reminds me of? His voice. Do you like to scuba? Do you remember the Post nightclub? Shout out to the gay lovers. I stand here today in the Normandy.
I feel like Blade's about to go through and murder everybody.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That's the music from the Blade blood scene. The blood shower.
That's David Guetta. All right, I finally get it. Sponsored, by the way, this event was sponsored by, is that Major League Soccer, MLS?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No,
it's because they have DJs before the games. Yeah,
It's because he's European.
HP and also Heineken, which makes perfect sense at that point.
I would want to be hammered listening to that.
Yeah.
So today, if you are celebrating George Floyd's life, drink responsibly.
Sponsored by Heineken.
I mean, he doesn't suck.
That's the best
blame us.
sponsorship since Applebee's sponsored the Ukraine war.
Fighting good in the neighborhood.
Jeez. All right. So, in conclusion, a lot has changed. Thank God. Since 2020.
George Droid reviving from ice bath. African DNA sequences resynchronizing with cybernetic enhancements.
Oh, the fentinator.
Enhanced lungs reinflating.
George
Quantum
Droid is
laser cannon
great.
powering up. Systems check.
Goodbye.
Implant functioning within normal parameters. Fentanyl reactor fuel levels low but stabilizing.
The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
He just goes, yeah, I said it. He's looking up at us, guys. I don't think he was a believer, just saying. I mean, it's not Saint Floyd, and pointing up and praying and crossing yourself to him is probably a really bad idea. But
A believer in Christ? He wasn't even a believer in his kids.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Wait,
God
a mural
damn.
was struck by lightning.
Who was?
A George Floyd mural.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
The chat
It's a good sign.
I remember. Didn't the wall collapse because of that? Yeah.
I don't know if he was a believer.
So yes, he was not a believer. I don't know
if he was a believer. The guy didn't believe in himself. He was using counterfeit 20s.
Maybe he's just an entrepreneur, and you just don't understand how he was trying to go out and
No,
earn
real-
money.
real
believed
solid
in yourself,
dude.
You counterfeit 100s.
That's right.
Exactly. Well, that's how you get caught. You got
you gotta
too
gotta
big for
keep
your
it
britches.
small.
Not if you believe in yourself.
That's true.
So we're back to that.
Believe
Well, listen.
I can breathe.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'll just let that one sit.
YouTube's is something you're not allowed to say according to the guidelines. I was quoting the guidelines. I'm glad you're still here. It means you watched this video all the way through. Oh, it says here that Rumble, where you can go follow my channel, lets you say pretty much anything, provided it's not illegal. That reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Oh, yeah, YouTube, pre-2015. Go on and follow me there. I'm live, 11 a.m. Eastern, weekdays. Don't call YouTube a. Oh, it's just a different way of saying it's.